Hey,
Hey y'all.
how's it going to all? Oh, there's four people in here. What's happening? Breaking records already. Oh my god.
What are you doing? Oh, you got it. Oh, what are you doing?
What up?
Oh, you got it. Right here. Right here.
Okay. Just a few technical difficulties already, but it's fine. How's everybody doing? Everybody good?
Thank y'all for joining.
Yeah. Welcome into another episode of Smitty Stippets. This is my sister, my lovely sister Chris. Say hello.
Hello.
All right.
All right.
And I'm Paul, of course. So we're gonna wait few more minutes, get a few more people in here. Then we're gonna go ahead and get started.
We got a packed show for y'all today. Gonna talk about Arcane.
I can't wait to talk about that.
Yep.
I can't wait.
Doom Prophecy from in the meantime, while we wait for people to join, just a few one housekeeping thing to go over next week. Next Thursday is Thanksgiving here in the US. For those of you who may be, you know, out of the state. We will not be going live next Thursday. However, we will have a video that will drop next Thursday.
That's correct. Y'all shouldn't be on YouTube next Thursday, but that's fine. Um, yeah, we're gonna do something. We're gonna try and put something out because I got to finish from, and I'm not gonna leave everybody hanging. And we having too much fun doing this. Fletcher, what's happening? How's everybody doing? All right, so we got 5 people in here, so that's probably. I mean, that's like 100 for us. Usually we like 2, and it's our mom. You know what I'm saying? So, so yeah, it's usually in here like you guys look so great together. I'm so proud of you two. There was you in there, mom. So we're gonna start off with Arcane. Uh
Amazing.
I'm gonna let you go first because I'm gonna lose my mind with this show.
I, as I said before last week when we, lightly brushed over it, the graphics of it, amazing. The storyline, fantabulous. Um, so, I think that how they've portrayed the story, the characters, they really give the background of the characters in this. So I'm fascinated with this. Unfortunately, spoiler alert, it's last season.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So
So spoilers
so
again.
it's the last
So
season. So the
sorry.
last 3 episodes are due to come out this Saturday, the 23rd of November. So hope you guys enjoy it. So, but go ahead.
I've never in my life seen a show like this. Never.
He cried, y'all.
I don't care. I'm comfortable in my manhood. I'm gonna tell you right now. I did. I did it right now. I don't know. I don't know. Please, has anybody in here? Has anybody else besides us seen this show? Because I'm just being honest. This show is amazing. Like this will punch you in the feels.
Yeah.
Just
In the face.
jab you to death. So um again, this show is about 2 sisters, Vi or Violet and
Powder
Powder.
slash Jinx.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um so Jinx is a product of her sister leaving her behind. Essentially, she always had time for her friends, and Powder was always getting in the way, and Powder caused the death of a lot of their friends, and she just kind of left her behind. And then Powder was raised by what's his name, Silco, who took her in and used her for for evil things, make her do bad things, but she thought of him as a father. But she always missed her sister, and Violet always missed her. So you get that back and forth in this.
That tug of war between the two of them.
Yeah, like Violet wants to be with her. Plus, or Vi is fighting the fact that her people live
In the slums.
in the slums. They have nothing. Like they're poor. But she has a girlfriend, someone that she cares about, who lives topside, and she has to make the decision between protecting her people versus the love of her life. And watching her go through that turmoil was pretty amazing, I think. But the absolute killer for me is is the back and forth between Vi and her sister
Absolutely.
Jinx, or AKA Powder.
Powder. Hmm.
Watching how they love each other one second, they still love each other, but then they get to fight.
It's the distrust that they have come to have between each other. Well, Jinx and the distrust that she has for Vi, in part because of what Silco, you know, said to her over the years that they were separated, that Vi doesn't love her, that Vi is, out against her. And then, so when Vi brings in her girlfriend and she is a part of the top side, which is a part of the people that are oppressing Powder or Jinx and her kind, she wants to be with her sister, but because she's with this top side person, it sows a little bit more distrust. She doesn't know whether or not she can trust her sister. So
I
that
mean,
was that
yeah.
was a little bit of tug of war that I thought was pretty interesting.
So, I mean, I had seen this. I had seen this show before. Like, I'm not new to this, right?
Hmm.
So, and Ren said, "What's up? What's up, Ren? How
Hello,
you doing? Good to see you. I'm glad you're in here."
thanks for joining.
Um, I was not ready for this episode, right? I was
Clearly.
absolutely not ready for this episode. So, um, Jinx has taken on more of a hero role. She didn't know that she was a hero. She just thought she was causing mischief,
Hmm.
and that she was stopping Topside from messing with the people down below. But she had accidentally become a hero to all these people,
Hmm. Yep.
and she didn't know this. And there's a little girl that follows her around and color her hair the same way.
Mm.
And this little girl loves her, and it's almost like that dynamic that she didn't have with
The sisterly dynamic came
right, with
back,
Vi.
but this time she's playing the role of Vi, and the little girl's playing the role of Jinx when she was younger.
Son, and then her
And
father
she's
came
just as
back.
mischievous. Did you see that?
Oh my god. Her father came back as a monster, as like this beast, right? And this the part that got me.
Jeez.
This the part that got me. So this monster's about to tear Vi's head off, just clean off. And then you don't see anything, right? There's like just all this mist and dust. You don't see nothing,
You
right?
see
And
a
then
snarling beast.
Jinx lights the lighter, and then you see him hugging his daughter. Oh, hold up! What is happening right now? Ah, damn lights. Anyway, so she starts hugging him. He starts hugging her right there, right? And then she looks over at Jinx and she says, "What are you waiting for? Is your father too, son?" Oh my god, I choked
But
up.
did you see the baby also came over and got in on the hug?
Yeah. If you have not seen this show, I'm telling you right now. I know. You look at it and you be like, I ain't watching no damn anime. I ain't watching no cartoon. I'm telling you right now, this story is unbelievable.
If you like explosives or whatever and you like action, this I feel like this show would, if you're not into anime, it would satiate your desires for that. But it is a really well written, like I said, well crafted show. So you might come to like it.
Yeah. So we're gonna get into specifics about episode 6. I think it was 6, right? I
Yes.
think it was 6. About episode 6, which to me was probably my favorite episode out of the entire series. Right? Um, the the end of that. Right? I mean, you have other storylines with Victor and how Victor
Oh my
is become
goodness.
like a
A
an,
healer
yeah,
of
some
some
sort of
sort.
healer.
Yeah.
We'll get to that in a second. But there's so many undertones to this show that are, very deep.
Yeah.
Like that little girl, she saw that Vi's father. I mean, they put him in like the body of a beast or whatever,
Hmm.
and he couldn't control himself, and he had started to lose control, and he was going to take out a lot of people. And the little girl saw that the little girl that Jinx was watching their father tear everything apart, and she sacrificed herself to take him out. I don't know if she's dead. I'm gonna find out next episode. But
I
man,
don't think she is.
I think she gone.
No,
I think she gone.
I don't think she's dead, y'all.
I could not believe how this is a video game. This is a video game. Like, I don't know if I told you this. This is a video game,
It's
right?
based
This
off of,
story is
yeah.
completely made up.
Yeah. It's based
Completely made up. And it's probably one of the best stories I've ever seen.
Well, Netflix is gonna tie it into more more shows. So I guess they're kind of
League of Legends,
yeah,
goddamn mobile game.
yeah. I think
It's a
they're gonna.
telephone game they turned into an amazing story. Bravo.
Oh, then they
Well
kind of do
done.
that with Halo, kind of.
I mean, no, Halo was like a big time game.
Oh,
It
well.
wasn't a game you just sit in a doctor's office and play when you didn't have shit to do.
Anyway,
So before I go any further, who else is in the chat? Just want to make sure we got some folks out there. I see Ren, I see Fletcher. It's good to have y'all. I
thanks for
appreciate y'all
joining.
coming back and supporting the channel, man. Ren has always been there, and Shani has always been there. Appreciate y'all. Ren says she loves when I rant. It takes me a minute. You know what I'm saying? Like you got to get warmed up to that, and then it just comes out. I don't know. I don't know what to say. It's gonna be some ranting tonight. I can tell you that about a certain movie, but we get to that
Oh my
in a
god.
little bit. Anyway, just to wrap up Arcane. This show is amazing, and if you have not seen it, please. NHR was happening.
It's. I think that it touches on a lot of different aspects. Mental health issues with Jinx and stuff like that because she with the separation with their natural parents, mom and dad died. This gentleman um took them on as their father, and he's the one that ended up being the beast that Paul's talking about. But in the interim, with her having separated from her parents, separated from her sister, she starts suffering from mental health issues. So and the way that they display that throughout the series, I think is pretty amazing also.
Yeah, they try to slip it in, and they do a really good job. Like
Hmm.
Victor is some sort of healer, and he has moved everybody.
Oh my
He's
goodness.
healed all of these people and taken them to
That were on the
a
drugs.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they were on drugs and they were beaten. They had no place to go, and they were
Hmm.
they felt like they were worthless. And he took
Hmm.
all these people to a basically a sanctuary that he created.
Hmm.
But somehow war had found its way in, and what he came to understand was that it didn't matter if you separated um, man from war or like
What
disaster,
your intentions are.
right?
It's always
It's
going to find its
exactly
yeah.
it's already in us
Right.
to have these problems. We cannot be anywhere without causing conflict, and he figured that out a little bit too
Well,
late.
that's what that other little creature doctor,
Yeah.
Heimberg, whatever, tried to explain to them in the beginning. You need to destroy. Like he was like, "Bravo, guys, but you need to destroy it now because it's gonna just cause strife." But they didn't do that.
I cannot wait for these last 3 episodes to come out. This show's incredible. I know I'll be joking around a lot, but this show, I'm telling you right now, like I will probably go back and watch this when this series is done. That's how good it was. I really like this. So, you got anything to add, or you want to jump to the next thing?
We can jump right on into Silo, y'all. Season 2, episode
All right. Has
1
anybody not seen Silo?
on Apple Plus.
Any of you 7 people out there not seen Silo?
Comes out on Fridays.
Yeah. Y'all hear me in the back? All the way in the back?
Listening on.
7 folks. Ren says she's obsessed with Silo. I am as well.
Yes. Yes.
You want to start?
Yeah, well, yeah, sure. So I like this particular episode. I loved how they had in the beginning when she was still outside trying to determine what's going on, and they showed the flashback of the people from the second silo that she ended up being in throughout the episode, how they had their own rebellion, and came out, and they just pretty much, like, did you see how, like, right in front they just looked like a bunch of insects, like, right outside? They all came outside, they charged out, they all died. But I liked this episode, and her ingenuity trying to figure out what's going on. So, yeah, I'm
Yeah.
wondering what that guy at the end, like, what his deal is. So,
I mean, I have a theory on that, but I'll get to that in a minute. I thought this first of all, the series is amazing. NHR says he only saw half of season 1. Well, sir, or
oh, sorry.
or ma'am, sorry, I hate to assume, but You need to go watch.
Yeah.
You need to finish.
Season 1's
You need to finish.
really, really good.
Yeah.
I think this episode started out a little like the season starting out just a touch slow, but I didn't dislike the episode. Like I thought it, for as far as like a setup episode, I thought it was pretty interesting. And how like when she tied her I know I'm jumping around, guys, I apologize, but when she tied the rope to go down to that next level, how she didn't realize that it was cut. Or she did realize it was cut, but why she didn't make more of an effort to try and figure out what was going on.
NHR says it was moving a little slow. I agree.
Yeah.
It did slow down a lot, especially during the when they were trying to figure out who took out the I don't know, if it's the lady who was in charge or whatever, and then he kept putting people outside. But it did slow down a little bit. But then when they put her out, I was like, oh, what's about to happen? Huh? What are we doing here? And then you get an entire episode with very little dialogue, if any, except for the very end, and you see all of these bodies at the door, and then she has to fight her way inside. I'm gonna be perfectly honest. Okay, I'm gonna be as honest with you
Yeah, that was a little
as I
rough.
can.
Would you have gone through all that to get in there?
I would have died. I would have given up. I'd have took my helmet off and laid down. Do you hear me? To try to do everything she had done to get back.
But you don't go through all of that to get out just to
No,
give up.
no. I'd have looked at that door and having to make a bridge and all that mess, and I'd be like, I'm going back outside. I'm going right back outside. I'm taking it off. I'm not living here. Look how. Did you see how barren and scary everything looked when she walked outside? I'm like, oh no.
Well, but did you see where when she came out and they were like, she knows? Because I guess what, excuse me, what normally happens is when they come out, the screen on their helmet shows that it's okay to take off the helmet and breathe. But hers didn't do that. That's why they always end up dying immediately. But hers didn't do that.
Well, that's not true. The last sheriff, he was able to get his off. He was able to get his off outside, and
that's what I said. It shows that it's nice outside. So that's why they take their helmets off and they die immediately. She didn't do that.
I thought he was dying anyway because of the. I thought it was a tape. Anyway,
okay.
I did think it was a tape. They used different tape on her wrist, and that's what prevented her from dying.
She used the heat tape.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that's what saved her. So, Vanessa Wicked, thank you so much. I appreciate that. You didn't have to do that, but thank you so much. Appreciate you hanging out. Vanessa says she hasn't seen Silo yet. She'll be checking back in a few minutes.
You'll enjoy it.
Yeah, you're gonna like that.
Yeah,
you're gonna like that. Watch that and Arcane.
There's a lot of turmoil in season 1 if you haven't watched it. So I think that in and of itself will keep you kind of glued to your seat.
Yeah, there's this whole thing as to what the silos are for, what they mean, why are they set up the way that they are, who put them there, and just her having to deal with the new silo that she's in, right, and the fact that it's flooded.
So this isn't her original community. This is a different habitat, town, whatever you want to call it, that she's located.
I honestly, I don't know how this place is still running, right? Because everything was running in the basement. Like it took all those people in the basement to keep the entire silo running. Now hers is underwater, and then she can breathe, and she making bridges, and
what?
I'm just saying she is the most like she has no give up in her at all. I'm just telling you, like I'd have probably looked at that and just stared at it and then just call it quits. I'd have called it quits. I ain't even lying. I would not have done all of that mess. She had to make a bridge. Did you see how much mess she went through to make a bridge?
Yes.
No.
And then that didn't work, and she built another one.
No, I'd have probably jumped. I'd have jumped it. Oh my God. I'd have jumped it because I didn't have the time. I don't have the time or patience. I'm like, watch out. About to jump this bad boy.
Okay.
Ren says it's crazy. In season 1, they didn't even know what stars were in the sky, and they had that book. She didn't know what an ocean was or a beach was, any of that stuff.
But it was a book that what was her mom hid or something from I can't even remember, the archive people that wanted to destroy everything.
Yeah, it's crazy how sensitive that information had become because they didn't want anybody to know. And I got a friend of mine out there who has read the books, and he is insisted upon telling me the next thing that's about to happen. I have to keep telling him to shut his ass. Shut up.
You don't want to. You don't want to know what happens. What to anticipate. What?
Mom was a flamekeeper. That's right. Ren says mom was a
Mhm.
flamekeeper. She was.
Mhm.
She was. She knew about some of the stuff, and she was keeping it. She was keeping it secret. Um. Yeah. I think this episode was really good, and it doesn't look like, I figured the first episode was going to be a little boring. Like maybe she would walk around outside for first episode, and another silo would take her in and be full of bunch of people.
I kind of anticipated the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that is not what happened. That is not what happened. She walked over a lot of dead people, and they
Did you see how she kicked the skull out the way of the door
it's
so
just
that
disrespectful. It's disrespectful, and I wouldn't stand for it. Um yeah, I mean, would y'all be honest? Like if you went outside, right? And you was just kicking around skulls right outside of your silo, and you'd be like, "Oh man, I made a mistake.
if you
I
went
should have
through
kept my mouth
if
shut.
you
Look at all of this shit."
if you
God,
went through all that in while you were in your silo with the guy that she fell in love with dying and everything that she went through with the common and his role and whatnot and the powers that be would I mean you're not just going to jump the gap or
I would have jumped it.
no you
I would
wouldn't
have jumped it. I'm
Titan
impatient. I would not have made
you're
a
so
bridge. I
stupid.
can bet you that. Paul would not have made a bridge. Okay, Smitty would have jumped that bad boy. I
Okay.
probably missed,
You
but
would
I'd have
have
jumped
sure.
it. Now watch out.
Well, wait a minute. She fell down it the first time and ended up in the water. And remember, she said in season 1 she couldn't swim. That's why she almost.
That's right. That's
Mhm.
right. So I don't know. I'm looking forward to episode 2. Um, and the gentleman who was in the room at the end.
Yeah. So, what's your theory?
Um, I don't think he's I don't think he's a bad person. I think that he is just. I think they'll end up working together, but I think that he thinks that he's one of those people, who believes and is trying to take everything away and yada yada yada. And I think
Wait,
they'll eventually connect and they will help each other out.
I don't because the issue isn't take stuff. I don't understand what you're
The
saying.
guy in the room, he said,
If you try and come in here again, I'll kill you or something.
yeah, he
Mm-hmm.
did, and he looked serious. He looked like he was
His
not.
eyes got wide.
He looked like he was not playing, like he was not messing around. You know. So I get it. You've been all by yourself for years, and all of a sudden this lady come up knocking on your door like a Jehovah Witness. Now you got to go answer the door, and I feel you. Like I like my alone time too. Fletcher says, "Is Outlander a TV show that y'all watch or not at all?" So I loved. Wait,
I haven't watched Outlander.
I started to watch Outlander. I think I did. I thought he meant Highlander. I did. I started to watch Outlander. Um, I think what turned me off of Outlander, ain't that the one where they was smashing like every 5 minutes?
Just said I don't watch it.
I think they was doing that every 5 minutes, and I was
Yeah.
like, God, they back in the bed again. They doing it again. I don't even know what the movie was about or the show was about. They was just every 5 seconds they was. I was like, I can't watch this. This is dirty, huh? I can't watch this show.
Ugh.
Hale says, "Do you think he was the guy in charge there, or some random guy?" I think it was a random
I
guy.
think it was a random guy also, but I think it's just someone who's scared and just doesn't know what because it's an outsider. Oh, excuse me.
Yeah, I think it's just a random guy who was smart enough to realize that you know
The rebellion was about to go
yeah,
down.
like if he could go outside, I'll watch you see what happens to you. Oh, you didn't make it. I'm staying inside. So
They were so
yeah,
proud with that little flag.
Ren says there can be only one. You right.
That's Highlander, yeah.
Highlander
That
was
was
Highlander
awesome.
was good. It was
Oh
some
man.
bad acting in that bad
Oh,
boy
it's a
though.
great show.
It was. I mean,
I keep
especially when
looking for
Sean,
it every now and then to
especially when
watch
Sean
it just
Connery
for
was
some
in it.
nostalgia.
But that
Nostalgia.
main star, oh my God, he
Not the
couldn't
movie.
talk.
I'm talking about the
I'm
show.
talking about the I'm
I'm
talking
talking
about the
about the
movie.
show. I used to watch the show,
That
y'all.
actor
I
was
love that show.
trash.
Well, yeah, but
Hot trash. He couldn't even talk. Everything just
started
sounded
going
weird.
bald. Oh boy.
So yeah. Good luck watching that. You will not be disappointed watching Silo. It's a very good series. I can't
Think
wait.
so.
I can't wait to see it
Yep.
again. So moving on to
Dune Prophecy.
we're going Dune.
Yep. On HBO. Comes out on Sundays, 9 p.m.
All right, you go first because
I loved it. I loved it.
anybody else in here watch Dune? And we got any Duners in here, man? Anybody else love Dune the way she do? Because I got my take on
It was
Dune, and
good.
it ain't as good as hers.
I think the setup was good. It's the setup. It's the setup.
Dang, Ren likes everything. Ren like Dune too. All right, go ahead.
That's what I'm talking about. Holla.
Go ahead. This is your show.
You watched it too?
I'm confused. Every
About
time I watch
what?
anything about Dune, I am just massively
What
confused.
are you
Just
confused?
always rubbing my brain.
All right, what can I help you with?
All of it. I don't understand the hierarchy. Like they got only thing I get is that there's like a king, and that this whole planet is full of spice.
Okay, but they explained like so you did in the beginning they explained everything, how there was a war, how Valia and her family were sent to this particular planet. And throughout like the first 20 minutes or so, they show how Valia herself started the voice, how they can control and manipulate people just by, the weird talking thing. So they did go ahead and discuss that and, how she had come into power and how they were trying to basically manipulate the hierarchy and the different families so that they would mate with certain people so that they would get the particular outcome of the offspring that they wanted. They went through the whole thing. You just weren't listening.
Jam Gonzalez, welcome to the show. I appreciate it. Like y'all don't have to be quiet. Y'all can talk about anything. If y'all got a subject you want us to talk about, you
Raise
can
your hand, say
bring
it.
it up. Like this is just a like to get together, man. We
Yep.
just having fun, like friends talking about shows.
That's right.
Here's
As a matter of fact, y'all fam. Yeah. We all fam here.
Rand says, bro, when I saw Rhaegar, I freaked out.
Yes. Vikings was awesome. He was amazing in that role, and he had, if y'all noticed, the same exact accent that he had in Vikings as he has in this show. Okay. I love it, love
Here
it,
we
love
go.
it.
All right, ladies, keep your drawers on. All right, keep drawers on. Okay.
I mean,
everybody just calm down. Okay.
It is nonsense. Just mad.
NHR says I'm ready for Alien Earth TV show. I think that used to be a show like way back in the day, like when we was kids.
It
wasn't that long ago neither. So, I mean, it was.
Okay. I don't know anything about it. So
back when they had that Max Headroom show, you remember that mess? Don't worry about that.
Okay.
Don't worry about that. Quit asking questions. Huh? Ellie says she loved Vikings. Listen.
Yes, amazing.
I have not seen Vikings yet. I heard good things.
It's awful. I mean, it's only been off air now for a couple years.
Jam Gonzalez said I watched Max Headroom. That show sucked.
What
sucked so bad. You remember they made that show after the dude who he was doing the Pepsi commercials, right? He was the robot on TV.
No.
Remember?
No.
Just Google it, man. You got a computer right there. It was a TV commercial, a Pepsi commercial about a head on a TV. That was it. They made that into a show.
Oh. No, I don't.
I shouldn't be surprised. They turned the caveman thing from Geico into a show too, and that was trash. My issue with Dune is it is good. Like I enjoyed the movies, right? But like I don't understand the full length of what it is they can do. You know, like 1 second they was reading minds, and next second he was drinking worm.
That's on the show. Or on the movie, rather.
Worm juice or whatever that was in that little pool, and then all of a sudden he can see stuff, and now he's the leader, and people eat spice and their eyes turn blue. Like there's a lot going on You know what I'm saying? There's a whole lot going on that I just don't understand.
So this is, I think they said 10,000 some odd ridiculous amount of years before Paul Atreides comes along. So this is thousands and thousands of years before we even get to the point of where we are with Dune the movie.
It's thousands of years before Paul.
10,000 and some change.
God dang, this the Atreides family been in power for a long time. All right, I mean, I get it. You know, some people like it. That's cool. It might grow on me, but I'm just not there yet. You know, I only thing I understand is the ladies in black. They are
The
attempting to
sisterhood.
control everything with
Hmm.
um I don't know, by putting people in power. And I knew that they were doing that in the movies as well.
Hmm.
I always wonder, why don't you just take power for yourself? Like, how do you have this power and you don't want to be in control yourself? Maybe because they wouldn't be respected because they were women. I don't know. I don't know enough, but
But now you know they were in control, just pulling the strings in the background.
like you said, it's okay to see the show without knowing the movies. I guess so. That's the only way Smitty gonna watch it. I'll be like, oh, that's I didn't know they could do that. All right, that's fun. You know, I didn't know they could. I didn't know they could do all of that. So, what else you got on Doom?
I mean, there was a lot that happened. You had the guy that came in and killed the little boy because he's realizing, or he's come to try and start a new rebellion, because where in the beginning of the episode they were explaining that um Valia and her family were being and everybody else for for that matter, were being controlled by a different hierarchy. Now he's seeing, okay, well, now the sisterhood is now that hierarchy. So we got to break this. This can't
Oh,
happen
okay,
again.
I have a question for those of you who watch the show, even you,
You
because
watched it too, but go ahead.
I I don't know.
Okay.
Like, did the dude they think the Vikings guy that you keep losing your mind over?
Hey, I
Did
mean,
did he die in
he
the
is
desert?
attractive.
And now there's somebody
They
who
didn't
is.
show him die though.
I think he did. I think
But
the
they
worm
didn't.
ate him.
Did the worm eat him, or did he do what they did in the movies where he rode the worm and
He
you just didn't see it?
no. That worm fell right on top of him. Unless he riding him on the inside, because that is no no. All right. Here's what I'm thinking.
And the Vikings guy, his name in the show is Desmond.
I'm
Or
thinking that he did die. Right. It was all this talk about how he possibly survived, and he was the only one to survive this entire thing. But that I don't think that that's the guy who's with them, with the Atreides family now.
I'm gonna disagree.
Okay, let's have it.
And the reason why I'm gonna disagree is because, as you saw in the movie with Paul and what you were just talking about, his ability, because in the movie, when he drank the water or whatever, the sisters kept saying that men can't drink it because they'll die. Men can't drink it because they'll die. Is he potentially somewhere in the bloodline of Paul?
You asked the wrong person.
Okay.
Okay, I'm barely hanging on as it
I
is.
mean, if he's got the ability,
Huh?
like we were talking previously, if he's got the ability to set the little boy on fire or whatever he did to him
That's messed up
from the
too.
inside out, from the inside out by his mind, and Paul has these, abilities of some sort as well, then is he somehow connected via blood to this guy?
Well,
Because you have to know that you're a bad A to stand there and wait for the worm to come in the manner that, like, you have to know. You have to know that you got something up your
I don't
sleeve.
know.
You just ain't sitting
I
there.
don't know enough to be able to form a theory, right? For all I know, he could be a worm. Yeah. That's how much I know about this show. He could be a worm, be like, ta-da, I got you. I have no idea.
Okay.
So,
Okay. Now he's the worm.
I mean, he could be, you know.
Okay. Gotcha. Gotcha.
So, all right, what up? What's next?
Sliding through the
What we got?
we did not talk about. Elevation.
Oh, we about to. You
Oh,
wanted to rant? Well, here you go.
Elevation, y'all.
You go ahead and you start. Ooh,
So Elevation, if for you all that are not familiar with it, is a movie that just came out last week or the week before. And it has to deal with people who a community of people who had to move to an elevation was 8,000 feet. Stop looking like that. 8,000 feet in order to avoid something that is hunting them in a sense that from 8,000 feet and below. So you in this movie you have Will played by Anthony Mackie who starred in MCU as Falcon.
trash. Oh, trash.
My
Trash.
goodness, I was just trying to.
I'm sorry. It just comes out sometimes. I don't be knowing where it be coming from. It just happened.
Anyway,
Yeah. Go ahead.
so
Keep going.
very quickly his wife at some point died trying to find a way to defeat these creatures that is hunting them. They have a son, his son, who has a breathing condition apparently, which is only afflicting him at night, but I'll come back to that. Um, and then he and his neighbor, who he blames for his wife's death, go out to try and find some medication or some, I don't know, steroid or whatever to help his son breathe at night. So that's basically the gist of it and whatever, whatever. I I'll give this movie a mid. It wasn't awful, but I do have some questions because like I said, the little boy in the beginning of the movie is hauling it because he was under 8,000 feet.
Oh,
because,
I don't know.
because he was under 8,000 feet. He had to get over the line of 8,000 feet to avoid this monster from getting him.
Okay.
But he doesn't have a asthma attack at that point, but only at night. That's what I don't get. Like, why don't they just sit him up then? That's my question with the little boy. But go ahead. I feel a rant coming on, y'all. So
So
buckle
this
up.
movie should not have been made. It should not have been made. Okay. They took 75 cents and went out and hired an entire team. Okay. They went out and bought 7 people because that's how many people were in this movie. Right. That's how many people lived at 8,000 feet.
No, it wasn't.
It was.
Those were the main people.
This movie was cheap. This movie was cheap. They didn't have 2 nickels to rub together. This movie was so bad.
FYI,
Saying might watch if it's entertaining. It is entertaining. Like
it's entertaining.
There are some jump scares in it, right? There's some stuff and you make you and you'll have you in your seat like, oh, come on, you can do it, right? But the story is absolute.
I don't understand so just to tell y'all, these aren't physical monsters, and I mean that in a sense that you end up at the end of the movie finding out that they're machines, and then you start to they came out from underground. So the question is like, where did they come from? Who planted them? Who activated them? Et cetera, et cetera. But they cannot be defeated by what we would consider to be standard weaponry right now, guns, whatever. But they walk around with these guns like it's gonna do something. Like it's gonna do something.
Listen, I'm gonna give you the rundown. This is a story. Okay. I'm not gonna do spoilers or anything like that, but this is the rundown. This is the story. Right. There's a man who lives 8,000 feet with his 7 community members, right? And the world is essentially wiped out. Everything below 8,000 feet has been wiped out.
Mm-hmm.
Only the people who live in the mountains above 8,000 feet are alive.
Right.
Um,
Now, hot commodity is apparently macaroni and cheese.
Anthony Mackie's son, he's got some sort of condition where he needs
No, he doesn't, y'all.
like bottled.
Sit him up. Just
What does he need? What does he need? He needs
oxygen.
He needs oxygen.
He needs
right?
like an oxygen filter or whatever. Just sit him up.
So they gotta go. They gotta go into town, like all the way into town. Like it's a ways, right? It's a ways away. They gotta drive all. They gotta walk all the way into town, and then find more canisters of oxygen to bring back to this boy. That is the plot. That is the only.
No, it's not.
Thing.
No, it's not.
It is.
No, it's not because you had the scientists with them.
Anyway, these things are like these dogs are massive. They are huge and they will rip you to pieces. They can smell you. They can see you. There's no hiding at all, right? And you got to get You gotta walk.
They don't smell.
You need to walk from 8,000 feet all the way down into a town, grab these oxygen bottles, and get back.
Mhm.
For your son? No. 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 You know what I'd do?
Sir.
I would go 7,999 feet, and I would wait behind a tree for a couple days. Like, I tried, man, but there's just too many monsters out there. You know,
It's terrible.
I did what I could. It's tough. It's tough out there. A lot of monsters. I survived a lot of stuff, but yeah, I couldn't do it.
They walked through a cave, through a mine. Sorry, through a mine. Through
It's
a
just,
mine.
I don't know. The movie could have been good, right? The movie, it wasn't horrible, but they definitely needed some more money.
I agree.
They needed a lot more money.
They needed something.
They had to put it towards the monster or towards the threat, and they needed somebody else to come up with a better story and just be like, no, maybe you shouldn't put that. let's do it like this. You know, don't write that down. Write this, and I think that's what should happen. But the story wasn't awful. It just could have been so much better.
It just needed a little tweak to it.
Yeah,
a couple.
And I don't know. It just didn't make a whole lot of sense, right? If
What? Go ahead.
If you're at 8,000 feet, and I'm talking about, there were so many scenes where like they had the line
It
at
literally
8,000 marked
stopped
out with
at
rocks
8,000.
at 8,000 feet, and they would be running from this thing, and they would jump across the line, and the monster would just be like, "Oh, can't go there, can't go there."
Not a hair, not a tentacle, nothing.
And I was like, "Okay, well, let's see what we're dealing with."
But
here.
they started that at the first scene with the
All
little.
right. Yep.
I have
Gonna
a
be
question.
one of them.
I have a question. I don't know if any of y'all saw this, but how did she, in the end, get?
Hang on. Let me ask. If anybody, do y'all mind if we talk about this? Because I know some of y'all gonna watch it. Like Fletcher, I think he said he want to watch it, and I'm sorry, Fletcher.
Watch it
When you go watch it, I apologize. Right? I want you to remember that I said I was sorry for you when you watch this.
You'll say, oh, and keep in mind they set it up where it could be part 2. So, you know,
they should make part 2, but they need to spend a little bit more money. More money.
I don't think that's
more money equals less ass, because it was a whole lot of that.
Okay.
All right. He says spoil me. Okay, so go ahead.
How did she end up on top of him in the last scene? So he was driving. Car flips over or whatever. He gets out because he's trying to get back to town with this oxygen for his son. So he ends up in being cornered by 3 of these things or whatever.
Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, tell your friends, please. We're trying to grow this channel. I know we got 9 people in here, and I love each and every one of y'all.
And you want to talk about Discord? And
Instagram. We do have a Discord and an Instagram. Both are Smitty Snippets, or Smitty Snippets at outlook.com
is the email.
Yeah, and the Discord, I think it's just me in there typing myself every day. So so yeah, I'm gonna go in there and just say something, it'd be fine. All right,
just
continue.
show us some love, y'all. So anyway, so he gets, and he's cornered by the 3 creatures, machines, whatever. But then how did she end up? Because she was back at the hospital, whatever, trying to figure out what would kill these things. How does she end up? And then she had the nerve to say that her belt or something on her car broke down like a half mile back. So how does she get up there?
Kelly says link in the Discord in the chat. So here's the funny thing, right? Like, I'm still trying to figure out how to do that. It's on our I'm so dumb when it comes to this stuff, man. But it's on our channel. Like, it's on my channel. I'm still trying to figure out how to get it online, but I'll try and put it in the chat right now. Go ahead, keep going.
I'm done. I'm waiting.
But
it doesn't matter.
So basically, what it boils down to is they had to go get these oxygen tanks, right? And at the same time they were doing it, the scientist, she was trying to figure out a way to destroy them, and she did that by trying to make a bullet. I don't even know how to say it. Like, she tried to make a bullet
with cobalt
that created a magnetic reaction
Interrupted their magnetic field.
that I don't know how she knew they had, but the thing would implode. It imploded upon us. It just poof. It went poof, and that was that. And that's how people took their planet back. It just it just is something. It's something to see, you know. Man, let's talk about something good, man. Pick something else. I can't stretch this out no more with them.
Well, I think we are on your favorite subject, sir. Ready to get it?
Yep.
All right. We are moving into From. Everybody comes on Sundays on MGM. And whenever you're ready.
Go ahead. Go ahead. I'm trying to put this. I'm trying to put the link in the
I
description.
was I don't know. I didn't really like this episode.
Why?
I'm allowed to dislike it.
I mean, I didn't say you couldn't. I just asking you why.
Um you're still dealing with Fatima being searched for by everybody, and Elgin Elgin keeping her hostage against her will, dragging her down the daggone steps. I mean, come on, man. Again and again. You're still dealing with Jim. I think he calmed down a little bit this particular episode, especially after the harsh remarks that Henry gave him last week. But he was still a jerk towards Randall once or twice. Especially when I think Randall told him that he took Julie out for a car ride because he was like, "What were you doing with my daughter out in the woods?" Man,
Um, I enjoy this episode.
didn't
I
like it.
I hate Jim and his entire family though. I
Oh
really
Lord.
wish they monsters would do something with them or something. Since now they got um what's her name? Um what's the mother's name? Jim's wife.
Tabitha.
Tabitha. See? Do you see how much I do not care about this family?
Meanwhile, Fatima's heavily pregnant by drinking Elgin's blood, was it? Yes, yes, yes. Elgin told her to drink the blood that she needed to eat on up.
Fletcher says Donna had a flashback of Fatima this season. Julie also had a flashback of Fatima. I was tripping off the flashback. Tripping. Like, how are you throwing parties? You know what I'm saying?
That was the partying season. Bruh.
I get it. I understand. I know it was from the first season.
Did you hear where they said and your weed? When I keep saying that, you keep asking where they get all the
I'm
weed
just
from.
saying. You're right.
All right.
You're right. But I'm just saying, like, they threw an anniversary of being in hell.
It's a survival anniversary.
Like with cake and everything. They were so happy and stuff. And I'm like, this don't match. This don't match at all. This don't match the movie. She was smiling. Everybody was clapping. You forget that there are monsters
that was
right
the night
outside.
they got invaded too.
I just. NHR says that jar of blood looked dirty as hell. Yeah, it did. When the hell did Elgin had that kind of time to get all of that blood into that mason jar? Bro, do you see how much it was? Do you see how much blood was in that jar?
That's what Elgin did last week.
No, I know, but that much? Anyway.
All right.
So, so there was so much comedy in this for me, right? Like Julie all of a sudden comes up and she wants to talk about her experience in the woods, right, at the ruins, whilst they were looking for Fatima. Forget about Fatima. Just tell me about the ruins right now. Right now, we're not doing anything important. We're not looking for anybody, right? We're just trying to figure this whole thing out.
Multitask, right?
I think we need answers though. I need something concrete.
Yeah.
Before this season is over, right? I can't do any more mysteries. I can't do any more, right? If this baby like comes out and sneaks down a hole or something and we don't know what it is, they'll be like, "Oh, tune in next season to find out what the hell that was." I can't do it. I can't do it. I care about Boyd and I care about Donna. I think Jim is gotten on my nerves. His daughter Julie has gotten on my nerves.
Mhm.
Randall is just angry all the time for God knows what.
I think he's calmed down a little bit.
You know, he's still mad. He's still mad. And it's like everybody keeps yelling at people who are trying to figure out how to get the hell out of here. Like like
Jade. And then
Jim
Henry
yelling at
said,
Jade.
and then Henry told Jade that he reminded him of Victor.
Just I don't know, man. Like, what do y'all think? Fletcher says also there's an entire map of the whole Fromville and Victor's peach truck. Yeah, I saw that. I was not aware of that, but I saw that when somebody put it up on Julie B's page. And y'all should go check her out. She's an outstanding YouTuber. And I like to make jokes about shows and stuff like that. She is very much an in-depth YouTuber, so she's very good at what she does. Y'all should go check her out. As long as Boyd don't die. Well, I hate to tell you, Kelly,
I
but
don't think Boyd's gonna die.
what do you mean?
I don't think Boyd's gonna die.
Boyd has Parkinson's.
Yeah, well, that you don't keel over in a day.
Well, Boyd's gonna die. So, um, I feel like Boyd is going to sacrifice himself for Ellis and Fatima. I feel like that is coming.
Well, then who's gonna lead the gang? Who's gonna be the, you know, who's gonna take
NHR
that?
said they can take Ellis. I'm with that because
I agree.
Ellis is
I
dumber than
agree.
hell.
He's
He is
useless.
so dumb.
He's useless. But if they get rid of Boyd, who's gonna take that role? You have no one else in the community that's gonna be. Kenny can't step up and do it.
What do you mean?
Well, Boyd right now is between him and Donna are the two people that's holding everything together. So if you get rid of Boyd, what's gonna happen?
I well,
I mean, Donna did say that they're starting to lose faith in him, but you know,
I don't know. I think Boyd is the linchpin. Him and Donna are the linchpin that connects everything together,
right?
which I mean makes me want to watch, right? Because his dialogue
Yes,
has been outstanding,
especially
especially
when he gets angry.
yeah,
Yeah.
and when he talks to Donna and have the way that they get each other,
Hmm.
I really enjoy their commitment and their dialogue.
Hmm.
Ellis,
They
I
don't.
can
They don't have to fake
I
with
can
each other.
stand. Victor has been losing me the last couple episodes. He's just like he's losing his mind, right? And his dad doesn't seem to give a damn. He don't care.
He's just drinking.
He don't care. He wish he had never found his son. But I have no idea what could be coming with Fatima, like or with the lady wearing the kimono.
Well, Fatima saw the lady in the kimono.
Yeah, you seen her touch her lips with her meat skin? I mean, with her hand skin? I mean, with her hand meat? That's gross, man. Like you saw her. You want that on your face?
No.
You know her tongue touched. It's gross. Like it's just nasty. Um,
You think her breath smells like what?
I don't know. I don't know. I just thought I don't know why I be thinking about weird stuff like that. But when she put her hand on her mouth, I was like, I don't want. Nobody should have to go through that at all. At all. That's probably gross. You know it's gross too. You know it's gross. Y'all thought about it, huh? Y'all thought about it. So I mean, it's what it is. It's fine.
So dumb.
I am dumb because I cannot figure out how. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, listen. I cannot figure out how to find this goddamn Discord. This Discord thing is if anybody knows,
God.
if anybody knows, please type it into the thing. It would be much appreciated. If not, that's fine. Laugh in the bushes is making fun of me
Hey.
because I don't know anything.
Nice to have you back.
What else? What else? What other interesting part about this show?
I didn't like this episode, so I really have nothing interesting.
I don't think Fletcher says I don't think Boyd and Donna are important to the plot. They're important to keeping the people together, and plot is different. A different story.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, man. Like, I mean, I hear what you're saying. You're right, but if if it was just Ellis and and Fletcher says, "What do you think about Tabitha's flashbacks?" She's Miranda. I I agree
Mhm.
with that. I didn't know what was going on at first. I thought maybe she was just like somebody who can feel, somebody else's pain.
Mhm.
So, and I hadn't I like I did not know what was happening to her. Did you?
Mhm. When they I mean, at the end of the episode, when they kinda laid it out for you that when they were going through it, that at the time that she, I guess, had the visions or something along those lines, it was something that lined up with when Victor's mom disappeared, was when she started, having or I don't know if she was reincarnated, I don't know, but something with that indicated that, yes, she was Victor's mom, and now she is there again, which is probably why she ended up back there again after she got out.
Uh, I mean, I guess.
Listen, if we're throwing anything at the wall, you gotta run with it,
Listen.
bud.
I feel okay. So, if you want my honest opinion, I feel like this was a filler episode.
Yeah.
I feel like this was a filler episode because
I mean, you got that little bit with her, but yeah, it mostly was.
you don't find anything out
Mm.
except for the fact that Tabitha can touch people, and
Well, did Victor was he cutting down the bottle tree? He was doing something
he
with
was going to, and the boy stopped him, and
right.
Jade was recreating the bottle tree for
Mhm.
some reason. I
Mhm.
don't know. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's happening. They're just doing random stuff. I tell you what though, I tell you this. If my black behind had gone down into that cellar, right, and I see Victor standing there looking at that wall in the dark, you can bet your ass I'm not calling his name. I'm not going, Victor, is that you? No. Victor, go ahead. Go ahead, keep doing what you're doing, man. When you get done, I'll be up here. There's no way I'm bothering that man. I'm not doing that. Did you see him just standing there looking at the wall? No, no, not me. Mm-mm. No, no. I'm not bothering Victor. He did look creepy, just standing there with his winter jacket on, them tight ass jeans, looking at that wall. He wasn't even doing anything. He was just
No.
standing there.
Has he been normal throughout any of the series?
Would you have
No.
talked to him?
No.
That's all I'm saying.
I'm
That's all I'm saying. I'd have been out. I'd have just backed up, turned that light right back off, and walked my ass right
but
back
you're
up them
also
steps.
talking about but you're also talking about people who have interacted with him regularly and
No,
know that
I
he's
don't
a
care.
little
I
okay.
do not care. As a matter of fact, I said it in my video. When we saw each other later on, I would tell him, "Don't even talk to me again.
Oh
Don't talk to me ever again
yes.
about nothing."
No.
Fletcher says, "What about the boy in white?" Um, yeah, I mean, he's telling Victor not to cut the tree down, which leaves us right back where we started, right? And then they had to put the excuse out there as to why the little boy was growing up.
Yeah. Well,
I mean, the show's good. Season 4 is confirmed. I saw that.
yeah.
I saw that. I like the show, right? I do like the show.
They're gonna give you
I
something.
need an
Before
answer to
listen,
something, man.
next week or this week rather, they're gonna give you something. Feel it in my bones.
I just need an answer to something. That's all I need. Just give me something. Give me I don't know. What's the thing in the woods that keeps bothering people when they stay in the tent? Where did the food come from at the second location? Why is Jim an idiot?
They had to give them something. You gotta mess with their crops, right? So you already know that they can't grow anything there. You have to give them some kind of sustenance because they had already been helping them out with other things like this phantom electricity or whatever that they have. And if you're trying to keep them there for a reason, whether or not the reason is maniacal or, whatever, If it's to keep them as playthings, well, you got to keep them there. If it's to keep them to teach them something, and either way, you have to keep them alive.
Were the monsters people? How did they transform? How did this happen to Fatima? Was she touched? Did she eat something? Um, is it at all possible for anybody to go home? Now I realize that that's the biggest mystery out of this entire thing.
Well, we know it's possible.
Well, I mean,
She just didn't go home.
she did. I think.
No, she didn't. She was in the hospital, and then she left the hospital. She was wandering around. She begged somebody for their phone, and then
Yeah,
went to
I
the
mean,
guy's house.
yeah, she didn't go home, but she went. She left
Right,
the
right, right.
town.
Yeah, yeah.
So, I mean, that's all I could ask for. I wouldn't care. I wouldn't care. Let's see if
What would you
anybody.
have done if you were her when when she came back and all those people were upset that she didn't go to get help or whatever it was or tell their story?
What?
When she came back and they had the town hall and they were like, "You didn't tell anybody that we were here."
You talking about?
Tabitha, when she left and when she came back and they were cursing her out.
Yeah, I did not see that town hall going that way. I saw that going totally different. Like I figured that they would be happy. What did you learn while you were out there? Did you see anybody? Right? No, they were pissed. They were pissed. I did not see anybody being pissed at somebody who had actually gotten out and coming back to give you information on how maybe we can all work this out.
Mm,
Right? But I mean, that's these people. They're kind of dumb.
my God.
So, and they act like they was missing Fatima. Right? How long Fatima was missing? A day, 2 days, 3 days, and they knew she was pregnant, or they thought she was pregnant, right? So you got this woman who's supposed to be your friend. She missing for 2.5 to 3 days, right? And then boy comes out. He's like, Fatima's missing. And everybody's like, Fatima's missing? Not my friend. Fatima, shut your ass. Y'all was not looking for Fatima. Y'all didn't care. Y'all didn't care. Y'all did not care.
They
Not
were
even a little bit.
busy. They were busy.
Fletcher says the priest in Camden knows about the prom bill. Tabitha told him, wondering if that's important. I mean, who knows? I bet you the writers don't even know what's important at this point. I bet you they're just like
Throwing stuff out
we'll
there.
wrap this up at the
Yeah.
end. I bet you they don't know how they gonna get home. They're just doing stuff. But
They gotta give us something, fam. They gotta give us something. Like this week. Have to.
I don't know. I don't know. Do you guys have any questions about um about this show or any other show? Anything that you're watching right now or that you're looking forward to watching or how to figure out Discord?
He's been here clicking on Discord
Son.
since.
It's fine. I don't care. Let me see what they got. Let me see what they talk about. Fletcher says probably gonna, or Kelly says to get the Discord link, go to the arrow down next to the Discord name, choose invite people. At the bottom, there's a link to copy. Kelly, you are amazing. Thank you.
Thank you, Kelly. Now he can stop tinkering with it.
I can. I'll do that in a minute. NHR says I'm finishing up Cross on Amazon. It's halfway
Oh,
decent.
yeah. I think I'm like on episode 6. They for me, like, I like it. I like the serial killer aspect. That's just me. Um a little too much, like, they keep referencing his dead wife, like, a few too many times. From like, you reference her once, in the beginning, the first episode, maybe the first 2 or something like that, but it's almost like the writers are like, "Hey, guys, did we bring up time number 4? No? Maybe we should," like, it's too many times. So,
I don't know. I didn't see Cross. I
oh,
think
how dare you.
it's like a bootleg Jack Reacher.
We need to talk.
Anyway,
Jeez.
what else? Serious, man. I mean, they're the same.
But, they're not okay, we'll talk. Cross is
HR says they
based
are
off
very
of
heavy-handed on that
a
show.
movie or a book, rather.
Life in the Bushes says Cross is great. All right, I'll give it a watch. I'll give it a watch.
Thank you.
Y'all use that email, man, and send me what y'all want me to possibly look at. Listen. Okay. listen, we family, right? So I feel like I can
We
tell y'all
fam.
this, right? Last time I said that, okay, somebody wanted me to review V, okay, V, okay. I don't know if you remember V. V is a show that came out in the I don't know, I think it was the late '80s, early '90s, right? I'm not reviewing V. Okay, I'm just keeping it real. I'm not reviewing V. All right. I will review certain things, right? You see something out there and there's like something out there that's important to you, especially some of the people who have been riding with me for like since this whole thing began, or people that have been there for me, especially like you guys. You guys have been there for me a lot. Um, but some of these older shows, man, like I don't even know where you pull these shows
Y'all want to
from.
watch the original Dune? Like,
I was looking at some of these people and I was like, what do they want me to look at?
if y'all send in your suggestions, we'll take a look and see.
Yeah, I saw
Send,
V2 as a
send 'em-
kid, and V scared the hell out of me. It
send them
was
in,
funny.
guys.
It was funny, but All in the House of Usher must.
Watch that.
I'm gonna check that out.
I watched that. That was good.
What's the
That was good.
what's the lady?
Had me confused in the beginning though. It obviously was designed that way, but yeah, it was pretty good.
What's the lady in the black dress on Amazon? The snake, serpent queen.
Oh
I
yeah, I
checked that
watched
out.
part
That
of
was
that. I
good.
never finished it.
That was really good. That was really. I don't even know how I came to watch that, but that was
I
really
kind
good.
of did it by accident too.
Yeah, but I think that's just about it, man. I think that's just about it. I think my favorite show to watch this
Serpent
week.
Queen's on Showtime, guys. It's on Showtime.
Oh, all right. Well, I think the thing I'm looking for most forward to is Arcane. If I'm being honest, and I
The
know some
last
of y'all
three
are gonna turn
episodes.
turn your neck up. I mean, turn your nose up to that. But s- this show didn't change me.
Buckle up, guys. Last three episodes on Saturday. So,
Kelly said Serpent Queen was good. Yeah, it was really good.
mhm,
Like really good. I was not expecting it to be
mhm.
that damn good, but I hope they make another season.
I think they are.
So can't wait for Invasion to come back out. I keep looking for that. I keep looking for that. I keep waiting for that to drop. I just keep waiting, salivate.
Mm, mm,
Just
mm,
waiting
mm,
for
mm.
that bad boy to come out. All right, you got any
Nope, just waiting for shows like Last of Us to come back out. Few other things, but no, nothing in
so we're gonna
particular.
try and do some more. We're gonna try and get together a little bit more, do some more lives. I'm gonna continue to do the videos and stuff. I'll try and get my Discord out here in a minute as soon as we get off. If you guys want to hang out for that. If not, that's fine. I'll put it out in the next one. Um,
So he's got another video coming out on the 25th, Monday, and keep in mind, just as a reminder, Thursday we will be putting out an episode. It just will not be a live.
NHR says Lioness on
Oh, that's
Paramount.
good. Yes, that is good.
Lioness?
Yes.
What's it
You know what's
about?
another good? Some girl, some
Oh,
woman, she's special ops and whatnot, and she's trying to
yeah.
balance,
I
all of
saw
that.
the picture for that. I
That's
saw the.
good. That is awesome. Another good. Uh, tuh, I'm trying to tell you,
Is it awesome?
it's amazing. Another good show
I
on
feel like you're lying.
Netflix. It's
I feel like you're lying. Like I'm gonna watch it and I'll be so pissed off.
no, you'll like it.
NHR said it is.
It's good.
Okay.
It's good.
Listen, it's the same woman who did Colombiana. Okay.
Uh,
And
look,
that was super ass
well,
with a cape.
again,
You hear
like I
me?
said before,
That was
it depends
butt.
on the actor and or the writing, and we're gonna say that it was potentially the writing in that.
Okay. That's the only reason I hadn't even looked
This
at the
is
trailer.
you will enjoy
I'm gonna
this.
tell you right now. If it is
It's really
trash,
good. It's not,
if it is trash, I'm coming for
guys.
you.
No,
I'm coming for
no. It's really. She's trying to do the
for
work life
NHR.
balance between her husband, her kids. She's got like the whole thing going on where she's going out on missions and she's trying to make sure that her people are it's safe and all this, and she's got her secret squirrel people, what do you call them, her informants and stuff like. It's really good. It's really, really good.
I'm in my military days. No, but that's cool. Um, yeah. So I appreciate y'all like hanging with me, man, and we will get better. You know, we've gotten a little bit better over the last couple weeks, and you know, we're gonna have like intro music and try and work on some other stuff and try and improve the studio. Well, my house. Trying to improve this a little bit, and you know, just try to be a little bit more professional when we bring stuff to you because I love talking to you guys. I love making you guys laugh and bring you content. It's fun for me, and you know, as soon as I stop being old and figuring out how stuff work, you know, how do I get the Discord to do what it's supposed to do? How do I move the link? So yeah, but that's me. Again, tell your friends and cousins, pets, anybody who'll listen about the channel and
You can get your pets to subscribe.
whatever. Make them a channel, make them watch, and yeah, we'll be back. We'll be back soon, man. I'll let you guys know, and thank you for hanging out with us. We love each and every one of you, man. And I will figure out this Discord thing in a
Oh
second.
my gosh. Cheers, everybody.
And
Y'all be easy. Oh my goodness. Love y'all.
Bye.